Hey folks, and welcome back, and thank you for joining me again this week. I'm actually in Phratamnak. I've come back to Phratamnak, try another hotel. It's the FX Hotel. This is another one, comes up, price is really good on it sometimes. And I've found, hopefully, what I think is quite a good deal. I've got a premier room on the 6th floor, comes with breakfast. So I thought I've got to try it out. I'll put a map up, show you where I am. So yeah, let's go and have a look around this one and see what you get for your money. So check-in, I arrived at 1 o'clock and my room is ready. There's lots of parking, underground parking. Sim reception, there was a microwave and a kettle, and you could buy pot noodles as well. So on the 6th floor, and my room is just down here. So as you come in, you put your card in the electric slot, and there's sort of a cupboard, almost like you need sort of something there, like a mini bar or something. Large sliding wardrobe with a safety box that is firmly fixed down, and you'll definitely get a laptop in there. And a couple of sort of shelves for your shoes and things. And then we have, what do we have? Coffee, creamer and sugar, but only one of each. A couple of cups with what could be a bit of questionable washing up, but as I don't use them, that's not a problem. Fridge, and it is on, nice and cold. Then we've got sort of dressing table, Samsung television, 30-inch. Another cupboard, chair and mirror. And then we've got, what's this, breakages list and an in-room menu. So you can have a look at them. Yeah, then we've got a bedside unit. Bed, 6-foot bed, a couple of pillows, and a settee in front of the bed, which I've not seen before. Nice bit of wall art, and then another sort of bedside unit and television, and we've got some more units over here. Again, I assume there's nothing in them. Yeah. Yeah, so it's actually quite a large room and plenty of cupboards to unpack and things. Right, let's have a look at the bed. Yeah, so quite a firm pillow. Well, bed's not too bad. What have we got? It's quite a thin mattress, but it's quite soft. It's got obviously the protector on it as well. But yeah, it's actually quite a soft bed. What's it like this side? Yeah. Yeah, it's a one-piece mattress, yeah, and it's definitely on the soft side, which is nice. Right, let's do the blackout test. Okay, that's actually not too bad. I'm guessing the camera is probably making it look quite light. But yeah, that's not too bad. I reckon you could sleep in that. It's not blackout at all, but right, let's have a look out on the balcony. So it's quite a large balcony, a couple of chairs, and you've got drying rail. And we're actually overlooking the swimming pool. There we go. Yeah, so they've actually got a pool view, and it's actually got a water slide, so yeah, we're going to have a look at that in a minute. Right, let's go have a look at the ensuite. So that's the ensuite. You've basically got your sink and the mirror, and then you've got shower gel, shampoo, hand gel, and then toilet hose paper bin as normal. So there's no sort of shower caps or cotton buds or anything like that. And then a one-piece shower. Oh, spraying everywhere. Yeah, that's I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's like spider legs coming out. So there we go. It's certainly an older room, but it's pretty clean, I'd say, apart from the bit of dodgy washing up. I'd say the room is lovely and clean. Right, let's go and have a look at the rest of the hotel. So this is the gym. We've got cross trainer, treadmill, bike, and multi-gym and a few free weights. And there seems to be a little children's area at the end there. So this is the breakfast room. Breakfast was actually in building B, I think it was. And if breakfast isn't included in your room, you can buy it for 120 baht. And we start off, we had orange juice, water and milk. And then sort of tea and coffee. And then there's toast, watermelon and pineapple, a little bit of salad, and then it's sort of chicken, rice, fried eggs, hot dog, sausages and ham, chicken and cashew nuts, steamed rice and fried rice. And as you say, breakfast starts at 6 o'clock till 10, and then they had some very colourful jams. So my final thoughts on the FX Hotel in Phratamnak. Like I said at the beginning, this is one of those hotels that keeps coming up on the booking sites, and it looks, you know, quite good value for money. I mean, the rooms is quite large. This is a premium room. Yeah, I'm not really sure why it's a premium room, other than perhaps the size of it. Yeah, and it's a little bit dated, and it's sort of a bit sort of worn around the edges, if I'm honest. It's got a nice balcony, it overlooks the pool. Air conditioning was terrible. It's been on continuously, and I'm not even sure if it's doing anything. Whether it's because I'm on the top floor and it's got like a metal tin roof, I don't know. But the air conditioning doesn't cool the room at all. Wi-Fi, I put the Wi-Fi speeds up. Wi-Fi worked all right actually. Yeah, and yeah, the TV package is pretty good. They've got some quite sort of okay channels, English speaking channels. Although the picture wasn't that brilliant. Noise level, no noise whatsoever, absolutely none. I didn't hear any. You can hear people closing the doors because it's the it's quite a sort of an echoey corridor, but it didn't disturb me at all. So I would say really. In fact, I didn't hear anyone last night. It was only sort of in this morning I've heard a few doors shutting. Bed is actually really soft, surprisingly soft, more so than I thought it was when I did the bed check. Yeah, so the bed is really soft. It's got a nice swimming pool, and even the gym's quite a nice gym. Everything's here that you'd want for a sort of for a hotel. Check-in. I arrived at about 1 p.m. and they let me in the room. The room's ready, which is quite nice. Normal check-in procedure. There's plenty of free parking, so that parking is not an issue. And there are sort of slopes up to reception. So if you sort of So what did I pay for this one? Well, I actually paid 1,009 baht, which included breakfast. And I say I have seen this, like the standard rooms here, quite cheap, sort of 600, 700 baht room only. So location-wise, it's not too bad. You need to walk maybe 10 or 15 minutes and pick up the back bus and at sort of Tepasit Road, which will take you down to Jontian Beach or into Pattaya. If you want to just spend your time in Phratamnak, then you're right on top of sort of the going out, like side 4 and 5 in Phratamnak. So yeah, the location's not too bad actually. Or at the end of the road, you've actually got the beach. So the beach is probably 300 or 400 metres away. There's a 7-Eleven just round the corner, so it's nice and close. And there's food restaurants and options and breakfast options right outside the hotel as well. There's actually a really nice breakfast place right outside the hotel. Yeah, so there we go. I'll leave this one here. Let me know if you stayed here. Let me know if you want to. So I'll leave this one here. So thanks very much for watching, and bye for now.